The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And look at this, right away a loose football. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league. As it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words, because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Throwing from the outset is Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. Able to spin free. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second down and 3. They'll go play action here with Penix. Into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. In good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. You Talk about this Falcon defense. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Off the RPO, he completes it. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The sort of kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Operating from the gun, Page. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hot 70.
He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Ready.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a good, strong run for a first down, and they're just dominating right now on this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
Ready.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Cowboy 80.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Operating from the gun, Page. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Falcons grab it. He let one slip away last week. Well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the set. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Eagles, 6 Slick up.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
That's another Falcons 1st down.
7-7, our score after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. to Robinson now on first down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Robinson with another carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And power running here down the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A give left side to Robinson. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra play by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Now a 2nd and 2. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll go to Barkley again. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right out and right up the middle.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Second and 6.
2nd and 6.
Come on.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Walker with a grab left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down into 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And no goal line set. Look at this. They're coming out 5 wide on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he will step out of bounds, but not before. He's all the way across the 50. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He went over 100 yards a week ago, and with that run, he does it again.
He's an absolute horse, a guy that eats carries. And what I mean by that, the more you hand it to him, the more the production you're going to get. A big-time performer.
Got his man down. 20. Flip, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Takedown. 47 yards. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning the perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Ready.
Back to throw. Page. That is caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
Come on, come on.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
65. Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Looking to throw. Page. And he comes back with one complete. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He's been the forgotten man in this 1st half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Nice. Ready?
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
1970 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Page. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70. 18. Pioneer.
Looking to throw. Page. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be incomplete. It looked like he had him for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down.
Buffalo 18.
They'll throw now on the final play. Taking a shot for down here. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Well, now they'll try the end around. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Robinson up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll throw with Penix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Sly able to put this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met and the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. That is knocked away and incomplete. The coverage, excellent. And the gadget play is foiled. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Here we go. 70 Lions, 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19. Warriors 17.
Back to throw. Page. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. Page. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Down right around the 25. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
This is Walker. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott now to have the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a screen for Robinson. Now he's loose at the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To the air, Penix. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
21. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
19 Lions, 70 Timberwolves. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing to start the drive. Page. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, the guy just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, Ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the gun on third down, Page. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
18 Rattler.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. That's complete to Dell. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And looking to throw, Penix. Checks this one down to Robinson.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Yeah, he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Now 3rd down and very long.
Here we go. Half the 60. Bronco 80. 7 Pirates. 79 Bronco.
Now Penix.
This is Smith to the ground. Touchdown, Falcons. Jonnu Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point by Slaughter is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Throwing to start the drive. Page. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Rattler, 18 Rattler. Lead alert, lead alert.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Check, man. Win. Street.
Back to throw. Page. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pitch it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Finding Walker complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Page. So nothing doing there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Over the middle, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Now on 1st down, he'll drop the thrower. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. 10 more there and another 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go!
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd down and 6. Throw right side. Got it, the tight end. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A gain of 22 yards.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He finds his man, complete. It's Jensen. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
19, 18, 19 tight. Ramco 80. Warriors 70.
Looking to throw. Page. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And they got it. They recovered. on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
You got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Atlanta, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.